Missing. Michael Vaughan. Monkey Mondays, where we only cover the facts.
Approximately 50 miles west of Boise, Idaho, lies Fruitland, often dubbed as the Big Apple of Idaho. Nestled in a community surrounded by apple orchards, this close-knit town gained national attention not for its agricultural pursuits, but for the mysterious disappearance of a 5-year-old boy 2 summers ago. Fruitland, Idaho, is the hometown of Michael Vaughan, a bright and playful child born on June 24, 2016. Residing in a small town on the Idaho-Oregon border with a population of 5,000, Michael, affectionately known as Monkey, exudes exuberance and a love for adventure. In a family filled with warmth, Michael shares his home with his mother Brandy, father Tyler, grandfather, 2 sisters, and 1 brother. Described as friendly and curious, Michael finds joy in camping, has a fascination with frogs, and revels in the joy of messy play. His outgoing nature is evident in his interactions with neighborhood children, making him a lovable presence. 2 years ago, on July 27, 2021, Michael, the cheerful monkey, to his mother, was last seen in Fruitland, engrossed in video games that summer afternoon. The day began like any other, with Brandy promising Michael a few days off for them to enjoy once she returned from several consecutive workdays. Little did she know that her world would soon be shattered by the news of Michael's disappearance, marking the beginning of a 2-year, nationwide search for the missing child. Investigations revealed that Michael was last seen between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. near his home, walking east in the area of Southwest 9th Street, clad in a blue Minecraft t-shirt and blue boxer-style shorts with flip-flops. Despite exhaustive searches by search and rescue units, law enforcement, and volunteers, Michael remains missing. The Fruitland Police Department sought assistance in identifying a white Honda Pilot believed to be in the vicinity around the time of Michael's disappearance. As of March 2022, the department received almost 850 leads, expressing gratitude for public support while emphasizing their unwavering commitment to finding Michael. In June, Michael's family celebrated his 7th birthday, expressing determination to continue the search. His parents, Brandy and Tyler Vaughan, shared, "He's coming home, and we're waiting on him. We're all waiting for him. Every single one of us is waiting for him, and we're going to bring him home." For any information on Michael Vaughan or his disappearance, please contact the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST or the Fruitland Police Department at 1-208-642-6006.
Michael's little sister drew this for their mom. Bring Monkey home.
Look at her face. He got a mustache. Yeah. Yeah, I miss him a lot.
I miss him too.
Me too.
Okay. Let's go get dressed, crazy hair. Aww.
I love you, Monkey.
A little bit of Monkey's 7th birthday. Our prospecting claim, Monkey's Gold.
Happy birthday, Monkey. We love you.
Bring Michael home.
Hello everyone. I want to thank you for all being here today. My name is Brandy Neal, and I am Michael Joseph Vaughan's mama. I am here before all of you today on behalf of my family to speak about Michael. As much and everyone in our family wants to be up here in front of all of you today, I am here to speak on all of our behalf. I am here to ask you all, I'm here to ask you please for your help. I am here to ask you to please keep Michael's face, his name, and his story in every one of your hearts, your eyes, and your minds. It has been 115 days. 115 days. He has not been home. And we need every one of you. I need you. I need your help to bring my baby home. I need you to see his beautiful smile. I need you to see how happy he is. That smile was one of our most favorite camping trips. He got to see his first beaver dam, and he got to catch so many frogs that day, and he was so excited. His beautiful blue eyes. He was so happy that day because I promised we would go get ice cream cones. And he laughed so hard because his baby sister got to have her first ice cream cone, and it was everywhere. We got to play at the park that whole day. It was warm, it was sunny, and we played catch. We played football until it got dark. I need you. I need your help, please. I need you to know how much Michael is loved. I need you to know how much he is missed. Our family is broken without him. We miss his laughs, his smiles. We miss his hugs. I need you to know. He is such a sweet, fun, exciting little boy. He brings such joy and love to our family and everyone that he knows and that knows him. Michael has a laugh that is beyond contagious. You can't help but smile and laugh when you hear his laugh. We need him home. I am asking for your help. I am asking for everyone's help. Please, please, if you know anything at all, if you know something, please, I am begging. This is my baby. This is my son. I need him home. I want him home. Please, I need your help to bring him home.
December 1st, 2022. Police. Press conference.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to start out by saying thank you to our media partners. Thanks for being here. And thank you for the continued coverage of the Michael Vaughan case. I also wanted to begin by just giving my sincere thanks to all the law enforcement agencies, local businesses, and members of the public who helped us over the course of the last year and a half of this intense investigation. More recently, during the last 3 weeks, we could not have completed the work necessary without the selfless help of others. The community support has been absolutely incredible. As you know, from the time Michael went missing, this has been an all-hands-on-deck investigation, and it remains very active and an ongoing investigation. You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop. During the course of this investigation to date, we received credible information that the remains of Michael Vaughan could be found in the backyard at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland. As a result, the Fruitland Police Department obtained a search warrant for the residence along with the front and backyards. That search warrant was served on November 11th, It was a Friday. We served that late in the evening. Upon entry, officers encountered Sarah Wandra, one of the known occupants of the home, and Sarah was subsequently arrested based on probable cause that she had knowledge of Michael's death and failed to report that death to law enforcement. The following day, the Fruitland Police Department, joined by the Idaho State Police, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the Fruitland Public Works Department, began a very methodical excavation of the backyard of the Wandra's home. During that excavation process, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, Mountain States detection dogs deployed multiple certified human remains detection dogs on the property, all of them alerting to the presence of human remains. Ground penetrating radar was also used and deployed, detecting anomalies in the backyard. We completed the excavation of the entire backyard and removed over 250 yards of dirt. Prior to backfilling the yard, the dirt was meticulously sifted for any potential human remains. We did not find Michael's remains. Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. However, the investigation is active, fluid, and ongoing. Once the excavation was complete, we conducted a thorough search of the Wandra's residence. The search was productive, and additional investigative evidence was recovered and is currently being processed. Evidence suggests that the following individuals who are currently in custody are involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. This is Sarah Wandra, 35 years old. Sarah lives at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Sarah has firsthand knowledge and is involved in Michael's abduction. Sarah Wandra is currently being held at the Payette County Jail for failing to report a death to law enforcement. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wandra, 30 years old, a male. Stacy was also living at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Stacy has firsthand knowledge and is involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. Stacy is currently being held in the Washington County Jail on unrelated charges. Now, the next individuals I'm going to introduce you to, let's go at the bottom there. This is Brandon Shirtliff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho. Brandon was living with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe Brandon has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Brandon is currently believed to be in North Dakota. Adrian Lucien, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio. Adrian was staying with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe that Adrian has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Adrian is currently believed to be in Toledo, but floats between Ohio and California. I strongly encourage Shirtliff and Lucien to contact the Fruitland Police Department detectives as the window of time for talking and cooperation is coming to a close. This remains an active and ongoing investigation, with conversations taking place with the Payette County Prosecutor's Office about Michael's case and those individuals involved. We also believe that there are others associated with the Wandras, Shirtliff, and Lucien who may have knowledge of Michael's abduction, and I would strongly encourage them to come forward and speak with my detectives. When we finally reach the conclusion of this investigation, and I can assure you that we will, all of those who have knowledge of Michael's disappearance and have failed to report or hindered our investigation will be pursued. There's a moment in time to do the right thing and bring your information forward and cooperate. And that moment in time is now. To date, the Fruitland Police Department has received over 1,500 tips and leads, and we received many new leads since this phase of the investigation has began. We continue to ask our community for support and patience as we continue to aggressively work this case. We also ask that the Vaughan family's privacy continue to be respected, and we'll continue to post updates as information can be shared. Tips can be sent to findmichael@fruitland.org or to Crime Stoppers at 343cops.com or the Fruitland Police Department at 208-452-3110. Tipsters can remain anonymous. So before I open it up for questions, I just want to make it clear that this is a very active and ongoing investigation. It's super important that we maintain the integrity of this investigation. So I'd ask you that you'd please tailor your questions accordingly. With that, I'll stand for a few questions. Alex?
So if Michael's remains are not found, will Sarah have to be released, or do you think that she will remain in jail once you locate the other people that you think are involved?
It is my belief that she will remain in custody. But again, we're in talks with the Fayette County prosecutor, and those talks are ongoing as far as charging.
And you can't speak to any additional evidence that was found in the house, like you said, you can't?
I cannot. Again, I just don't want to jeopardize the integrity of this investigation. Leslie?
J.P. Wandra is listed as an inmate in Washington County Jail, but he's not on the Idaho court records because it's currently with federal hold. Are there any other charges aside from hers that have been filed in relation to this?
Not that I'm aware of. Okay. Not at this point. Go ahead.
What was different about the tip you received in this case after 1,500 tips over the last almost year and a half? What led to the arrest and the search? Can you share any more about what led you to that home?
I don't want to get into the details on that, but I can assure you that the tip that we received was credible. I also released that in an earlier statement that it came from one of the occupants of the home, which led to that. Yes.
I'm sure that you guys in your investigation are following social media pages, which a lot of us have looked at, and one of them indicates a trip out of state taken within the time frame. I mean, without hampering the investigation, you guys are at least aware of that trip taken to get a dog?
We are currently aware of a lot. Okay. And so I would tell you that you just need to trust us and trust in this investigation. We're making tremendous progress. We're comfortable with where we're at. I appreciate that question.
So Sarah Wondra didn't pass her mental evaluation for when they were in the hearing and things. Do you think this affects the investigation at all, considering that to be the case?
I do not at this point.
There have been mentions of a neighbor's yard. Has that been searched in any way or taken into consideration in this investigation?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we'll be deploying ground penetrating radar in the neighbor's yard tomorrow. Okay. So we haven't done that yet, but we will. That's on the agenda for tomorrow. So thank you.
Okay, aside from just living with the Wandras, do we know what the relationship of the two men you named were how are they connected with the Wandras?
I'm not, this is ongoing. I'm not going to get into the semantics and dynamics of the relationship there. Alex?
A lot of neighbors spoke to us about a scooter that maybe you guys were looking for. Can you speak to anything about, like, if you had found a scooter, if that was related, or if that's something that you were possibly looking for at the Wandras residence at all?
Again, that's evidentiary in nature, and I'm not going to speak to that at this point. So.
You mentioned the other property that's going to be starting to be searched tomorrow. Are there warrants for any other properties besides that have been sought out?
Not at this point, but, through the course of this investigation, I believe that there are other locations that we will definitely be searching. So there is no warrant for the search that we're going to do tomorrow. It's all consensual. So I appreciate that.
Was the warrant that was executed in CUNA in recent weeks related to Brandon Shirtliff?
We did not have a warrant for any home in CUNA.
But was there a search related to his home?
Yes, there was.
You said that you believe that one of them is in North Dakota. You haven't located him yet. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Do you mind spelling their last names for us? I'm sorry.
Sure, I can. You obviously have the Wanderer's last name, correct? Okay. Last of Shirtliff is Shurtliff. Last of Lucien is Lucienne. Okay? All right. Well, if we don't have any other questions, I'm going to conclude this press conference. Karen, one more?
One more. If neither of these individuals do come forward with information, could they face any charges related to hampering an investigation or anything like that?
You know, I would tell you that, I'm not going to discuss our investigative strategies at this point, but it is my belief that charges are forthcoming. So.
Just one last question. I know you're very proud of your team that's really done an amazing job so far. Can you talk more about that and about how they're doing?
You know,
it's got to be tough.
It is tough. You know, we've lived this case from the time that it began, and but I'm telling you, I've got a very strong, committed group of people here, and they come in here every day, and we're in this grind, and they are committed to finding Michael, and we're just not going to stop. Everybody should know that. We are not going to stop until we uncover the truth in its entirety, I would say. So, thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody.
A mother's plea.
No, I know. I just... Ugh. It is 819 days. And Brandon, you know what happened to our beautiful baby. Whether you were directly involved, but you know. You need to start talking. You need to come forward. Quit lying, quit hiding. Please, tell us where Michael is. Let our family have some rest, please. Let us bring our baby home. We've worked tirelessly, endlessly. Law enforcement. Stop protecting these criminals. And I will say this out loud. Your mama doesn't live too far from me. So I'd like to meet her in person and see if she'd like to talk to me face to face. Because I know that there are flyers all over the area where she lives. It's time to tell the truth. It's time to own up. It's time to find Michael and bring him home and stop your BS. Same with you, Adrian, because I know you're watching as well.
An update. Adrian Temple Lucien, is this you? On the day of Michael Vaughan's disappearance, July 27, 2021. In Nampa, Idaho, 35 minutes from Fruitland, Idaho. You flew up from California, correct? Why? You lived with the Wanderers for months, correct? Both before, during and after Michael's abduction? Finally nice to get a visual on your appearance that day. Photo credit. Brandon Shurtliff. Oh but Brandon, you may want to revisit your explanation of that day though. because surveillance seems to have witnessed you and your girlfriend Sarah Wandra picking up Adrian from Applebee's, as pictured, shortly after 4:47 p.m. Leaves plenty of time to drive back to Fruitland before Michael Vaughan's abduction. If anyone seen this coward, Adrian Lucien, with his friends Sarah Wandra, Stacy Wandra and Brandon Shirtliff, and probably more, and have any information, please contact Fruitland Police Department. Tips can remain anonymous. Possible vehicle they were driving July 27 pictured as well. Whomever is pictured with Adrian, please come forward. December 2021. KBTV News Report.
The detective and the captain brought this over yesterday.
Generosity is something Brandy Neal and her family have seen a lot of in the past few months.
We always put the Christmas tree up as a family and decorate it together. It's always something we do. And talking with the older kids day before yesterday, we weren't going to put it up this year.
A donated Christmas tree from Fruitland High School students on Tuesday, decorated with ornaments. Another act of kindness from a community shaken by the disappearance.
And so this was a blessing.
A blessing. But what she is really looking for is a clue.
Argus Observer. December 1, 2023. In Fruitland, Idaho, a Christmas tree, a thoughtful gift from Fruitland High School to Michael, Monkey, Vaughan's family 2 years ago, remains standing in their living room. Michael, affectionately known as Monkey, has been missing since July 27, 2021. In a recent phone interview, his mother, Brandy Neal, shared that the family has chosen not to take down the tree, graciously donated by the high school. Adorned with fuzzy bears, flowers, and various stuffed ornaments, some sent by well-wishers from social media and around the Treasure Valley, the tree stands as a symbol of hope. Neal mentioned that they received ornaments with family members' names, adding a personal touch to the display. Michael's smaller favorite toy, a Spider-Man action figure, still holds a place in the living room, reflecting his fondness for superheroes like Spider-Man and Batman. Despite the passage of 856 days since Michael's disappearance, the family maintains hope for his return. As another holiday approaches, they continue to plan and buy gifts for Michael, preserving traditions and keeping his memory alive. Photos of Michael are scattered throughout the home, creating a bittersweet atmosphere. Michael has 3 siblings, an older sister and brother, and his baby sister, Buggy, who turned 4 in August. The family faces daily challenges, with Buggy playing with Michael's toys and maintaining a connection with her missing brother. Tyler Vaughan, Michael's father, and Brandy Neal navigate each day as best as they can, providing strength to each other and their children. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's Peer Support Program has been a valuable resource, connecting them with someone who has experienced a similar situation. Community support remains strong, with gestures like Cynthia Walker including Michael in her church's prayer list. Letters and prayers from the community serve as a source of strength for the family. Neal expressed gratitude for the community's kindness and emphasized the ongoing need for suspects to cooperate with law enforcement. In November 2022, a significant development occurred in Michael's case with the arrest of Sarah Wandra for failure to report his death. Despite searches, Michael's whereabouts remain unknown. 3 additional suspects, Stacy Wandra, Adrian Lucien, and Brandon Shirtliff, were named, accused of having first-hand knowledge of Michael's abduction and the relocation of his body. Concerns about community safety arose with Stacy Wandra's release, prompting Chief J.D. Huff to emphasize the need for vigilance. The investigation, now under Payette County Prosecutor Mike Duke, remains ongoing, with Chief Huff expressing optimism about its progress. Fruitland police detectives actively pursue leads, urging anyone with information to come forward. Regarding the grand jury schedule, there has been minimal communication since the case transitioned to Prosecutor Duke. Payette County Commissioner Anne-Marie Kelso provided insights, stating that grand juries can retain cases for an extended period. With a 6-month service term for grand jury members, the current grand jury's term, selected around July or September, may be nearing its end. Despite the challenges of managing such a large case, the community remains hopeful. Chief Huff emphasized their dedication to recovering Michael and bringing him home. The community's continued support is crucial, with Neal encouraging the sharing of Michael's picture on social media. She expressed gratitude for the unwavering dedication of the community and law enforcement in the ongoing search for Michael. Missing Michael Vaughan. Fruitland, Idaho, U.S. It has been more than 2 years since 7-year-old Michael Vaughan disappeared from the peaceful town of Fruitland, Idaho. Desperate efforts to locate the missing child have continued unabated since his last sighting on July 27, 2021. Michael Vaughan, a cherubic 7-year-old with striking blue eyes and blonde hair, has become the focus of an extensive search operation. Fruitland residents and law enforcement agencies have banded together in the hopes of reuniting Michael with his worried family. Michael was last seen wearing a light blue t-shirt adorned with the Minecraft logo, dark blue boxer briefs, and sandals, providing critical information that could aid in his identification. The Fruitland Police Department has been leading the investigation into Michael's disappearance. They are urging anyone with information related to his whereabouts to contact them immediately at 1-208-642-6006. Every piece of information, no matter how small it may seem, could be crucial in finding Michael and bringing him safely back home. The disappearance of a child is a heart-wrenching event that deeply affects the community. Fruitland residents have come together, demonstrating unwavering support for Michael's family during this trying time. Their commitment to the search effort is a testament to the strength and unity of this close-knit community. As the days turn into weeks, the search for Michael Vaughan continues with an unyielding determination. Authorities, family, and friends hold on to hope, praying for his safe return. The Fruitland community remains resolute in their quest to bring Michael home, as they keep his memory alive in the hearts of all who know and care about him.